Alright, today's the day. We're going after that big buck, finally. I'm not sure what the wind's going to be doing on that pipeline, but I got some milkweed, and I got a little secret ingredient for success. I got a little lighter in my pocket, so probably, here in just a second, I'm going to gather up some stuff I think will smoke good. I'm going to smoke out myself and my clothes and everything. In my experience, that's been the best scent killer. If I smell like a campfire, nothing can smell. But anyway, this buck's been showing up every now and then, early afternoon, mid-afternoon, late afternoon. So I'm hoping I'll come around the corner of this pipeline. Right now the wind's kind of swirling because I'm next to my truck and I'm on a road and I'm in the woods. I'm hoping I'll get out there and it kind of hits me in the face, but I'll be across the pipeline from where he's come out every time he's come out the pipeline. So as long as it's funneling up or down the pipeline, we should be alright. But I just put corn out there yesterday. No promises on what's going to happen. All I know is we're going after him. Y'all stay tuned. Interesting development. I set up this corn so I could see it from, a distance. And there's currently a doe there. There was a longbeard there too. There's a doe in the food, or in the corn pile. Is that a doe or a little buck? I don't know, but that's that longbeard. Or might be multiple out there. All I know is I'm gonna give it a minute. Just watch. I think that deer's gone. Walked into the woods. So I'll keep an eye out and see if these other animals will get away from her. I knew I should have gotten a stand earlier. I wanted to climb up like right into, but probably would have walked up on the end too. First sit in the saddle of the year. Still working out some kinks. I'm gonna have to do a little practice drawing and stuff. I wasn't quite thinking about it. Put my camera arm base over to the left. That's where usually my bow is, because that's my strong side. God, that one feels good. It's kind of angling. This is the first time I've ever had a true angling wind on a pipeline. It's not blowing that way, which is good. Anyway, I put my camera base over here. Now my bow's hitting that. It's going to be kind of a pain to get it off the hanger. I may have to adjust that around a little bit. I'm just still working the kinks out. But there was a doe out here. There's a longbeard out here. I watched him about 15-20 minutes and was like, I gotta get in the stand. The doe kind of fed off for no reason, just walked off in the woods. And I'm like, that's fine. That's great. And then I think the longbeard kind of sort of caught a glimpse of me and just started staring at me. And I moved as slow as possible and got back where he couldn't see me. I stood there for another 5 minutes. Peeked my head out and he's just still standing there. Ain't moved a muscle. Ease back in, ease back out, still standing. Finally I'm like, I just gotta get this stand. That turkey's gonna spook before anything realizes I'm even around. So I just took a couple steps around the corner, he takes off. I thought, good. Now I can go hunt. I tell you, I walked about 10 yards, and luckily I was up in the shade of this pipeline right up next to the tree line. Yeah, I walk about 10 yards, I look up, doe just steps out in the pipeline about 80 yards past where the corn is, 100 yards past where the corn is, so she's a good ways away. She just looks where that turkey just was, like where it ran into the woods, just stares, looks down the pipeline, looks up the pipeline, and then just takes off. She didn't blow or anything, so I'm not real worried about it. I could have climbed up just a little higher, but I don't think I would have much cover if I did. And where I'm at right now, I've got a gap to the right side of the corn and to the left side of the main, which you've seen me spread corn. I distribute it pretty wide. But I can see like one little tiny pile right behind this little treetop. So if it goes to the right, it goes to the left of it. I'm sling that arrow. Polished up my broadheads to a mirror finish. Shaving sharp. All he's gotta do is step out, and all I gotta do is not screw up. Alright guys, I don't know what's going on. I just had a doe. She came out in the pipeline, as you can hear, probably. She's walking straight to me now. But I can't tell where exactly she is. May even be a different deer, I don't know what's going on. I just freaking shot. I had him a little back, but I just got the biggest buck of my life with a bow. I just shot the biggest buck of my life with a bow. I just shot the biggest buck of my life with a bow. Oh my god. Oh my god. He was about 33 yards. There I went in a little back, but he turned away. He got like the back of his ribs. Center of body. I aimed for his elbow. I think I must have pulled it just a little bit. But it hit him good. I heard that pop. He's gonna be. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna need help tracking him. I just shot the big buck. I swear to God. Yes. Are you at the camp? What the heck? I hit him a little back, but he was quartering away, and he turned away. I think it probably exited right at his shoulder. I think it went in. I know it went in a little far back, but it was like perfect middle of body. I had 3 freaking bucks in front of me, dude. He was like 33 yards. I think it hit like the back of his ribs, but he was quartered away a little bit, and it looked like it came out. I'm assuming it passed through. I heard that loud pop like lungs, and it looked like it came out. I'm assuming the way he turned and how he was quartered, it came out like right in the crease. I'm freaking out, dude. Well, I was hoping to show you the buck about right now, but he decided to quit bleeding about 100 yards in. So we recruited some help. We got Michael over there. We got Tristan over here, and we have a lady. We got a lady named Carrie who has a tracking dog on her way, and she should be here any minute, hopefully. Let's see. She said it was almost an hour drive, and said on her way about 20 minutes ago, so we'll see when she gets here. Well, I don't know what I'm doing with this video. It's not how I wanted to end it. This is probably the worst situation you could possibly be in as a hunter. That was probably my biggest buck ever. Definitely the biggest buck I've ever even seen with a bow in my hands. And I know I didn't film enough last night, but basically the dogs got on the track. They were doing good. I was very confident the deer was dead because, it looked like it went in the, back of the ribs, which it should maybe get into the back of one of the lungs. He was quartered away a little bit from my angle, and when he wheeled around, it should have gone farther up into the rib cage. So, assumption was that maybe the hole, the entrance or the exit got plugged. Maybe he just clotted up. Maybe it was a little high. I don't know. Just something was causing the blood to not be there. There was another thing that made me want to go ahead and look was there was several spots where the blood was like almost that pink lung blood color, and that made me real hopeful. I've also found several deer that were purely gut and liver shot. Granted, they were usually smaller does, like 60, 70, 80 pound does, which average around here. I found does that were purely guts and liver within 2 hours of shooting, 2 or 3 hours of shooting, within 100, 150 yards of the shot. So I figured, we didn't even start looking for this deer till about an hour and a half after, and I thought it was better than just a pure gut shot. Probably 3 hours in, we lost the track, or we lost the blood, and then by the time the dogs got there, that was 5.5, close to 6 hours after the shot. And that's typically what people say for, a better than awful gut shot. Like, if it, gut shots, people typically wait at least overnight. I thought it was better. So the dogs run, and they're getting on it. They're on the track. They're, I'm watching the GPS. They get about 50 yards past where we lost blood, and one of them starts barking. And the lady turned around, she just had a nervous look on her face and said, well, he's still alive. Hopefully they can stop him. And well, long story short, they didn't. We trudged through probably 800 yards of thick nastiness, and he ran onto a chunk of, it's kind of like landlocked public that's next to my lease. Ran dang near to the other side of it, and the dogs lost the scent. And it sucks because this is why I say it's like the worst situation. It's because it was my biggest buck, definitely my biggest buck with a bow by far. I know the deer's gonna die. I know for a fact if I would have waited till today to even put dogs on it, we would have found the son of a gun. And I don't know if I even have a chance to look for him anymore. Because we looked around a good bit where the dogs lost the trail twice and picked it back up once, and we looked in both places, all over the place where they lost the track, and couldn't find a speck of blood. So I don't know if there's even a chance of me going in there and trailing it anymore. I think my best bet is to look for buzzards. And I don't know. This just sucks. About didn't even get any sleep last night thinking about it, and I shot my bow today. Dead on. I don't have anything to blame it on except myself. All you can do is keep grinding, keep getting after it. I plan on, if I can get done with what I need to get done, I may go sit on some public this afternoon. Just this morning was kind of a bust, and I was gonna go back to that same area this afternoon, but I kind of ran out of time. It's already 3 o'clock. Dang, I'm late. Anyway though, it's already later in the afternoon than I wanted to be. I was thinking about going back where I was this morning, so like I was talking about that U shape, I ended up scouting my way out, and the tip of that U shape, I was down here, and the tip of the north end of it had a lot more feed sign, and it's so hard to tell because it hasn't rained in like 3 months. Yeah, like we haven't had a real rain in forever, so it's really hard to tell what's fresh and what's not. But best I could tell, there was some kind of sort of decently fresh stuff more on the north end, and there was some fresh stuff on the south end, but it seemed like there was just a lot more sign on the north. And I was gonna go back there today. I feel like I just need to get on the board, and I did come here and check cameras for a little corn out on the lease, and there's one buck I'd be happy with. It seems like he's probably 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, somewhere around there. Old enough for me. He's a decent sized buck. And then there's a handful of does coming through here. There's a couple really old does and a couple young maiden does. And normally I let the ones in the middle walk, but we'll see what happens tonight. It's the first weekend you can hunt, or you can shoot does. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get in the woods. Got set up finally. Biggest issue with that, I forgot a camo shirt. That's one thing. I've got hoodies, but it's like 89 degrees. That's problem number 2. It's how hot it is. Problem number 3 is these deer could come from anywhere, and my wind is like kind of quartering kind of that way. I don't think it's terrible, but it's not the best that it could be. But all I know is I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna be quiet, and when old Nanny Goat or old Granddaddy steps out about 20 yards, 22 yards, I'm gonna let one fly. I'm gonna see how it goes. Can't tell what it is, but something's about to walk out. drilled that doe, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I just drilled her. That was so close. Oh my god, that was so close. She definitely saw me. She heard me moving my seat a little bit. And I see the arrow down it. It probably went in like, it was like center of her shoulder. Yes, guys. Meat on the table. What's the odds a buck comes out full dark? I'm gonna go ahead and climb down and get my arrow, or look at my arrow at least. I don't know how on earth it wouldn't have been a great shot, so I don't know. I heard there was three deer running away. There was like a fawn, and then another doe, and they kind of ran three different directions. I know kind of which direction she ran. I'm assuming I didn't hear like a loud crash, but there's no way she made it far. So, we'll see. Well, I forgot to record last night after I shot, but this one ended up with a happier ending than the last story. Basically, I'll throw up some pictures at the end, but this is what happened. I shot, gave it 20 minutes in the tree. I kind of wanted to see if a buck would show up too, but I gave it a little time. I looked at the footage. I'm like, it sounds like a perfect shot. And I climbed down right at dark, walked over to the arrow, and it's just painted pink. Like, that bright, like, bubbles in it, like, perfect. And I'm like, oh yeah, she didn't go far. So then I go to my truck just to, precautions, went to my truck. And I realized I forgot my good light at the house for like the 9th time this season. So I had the light that's attached to my pistol, a flashlight that was blinking in and out, and my phone light. So I wasn't really worried about recording. I was just worried about whether or not I had enough lights to come up on this deer. And luckily I did. She ran a lot farther than I was expecting. The shot, like, if you've ever heard of that, like Vital V, like in like the actual shoulder meat, but not in the bones. I went through like the bottom of the scapula facing me, and then punched all the way through like right above like the elbow bone, I guess, and buried in the ground about 8 inches, 10 inches on the other side. 10-yard shot. Most of the time you're gonna smoke them like that. And somehow this deer, she bled pretty dang good. But somehow she made it like 120 or 140 yards. Like, she ran a long ways, a lot farther than I was expecting. But anyway, we got her down, we got her clean, game checked and everything. So it was a successful hunt. I needed the confidence boost. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these videos, how I'm gonna split them up. If I am gonna split them up, thank you for watching 25 High. We'll see you next time.